What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today we're going to be covering some Minecraft news that's been happening over the past couple of weeks because I unfortunately have not been posting very often in a while. It's very sad, I know. I'll tell you more about that later because you don't care about that right now. You care about the Minecraft news. So, the first thing on our agenda today is Snapshot 22W05A. So here is that snapshot just scrolling along on the screen. Feel free to, take a look, read these things. I'll go up to the top and do it again. It was really, it was a really small thing. It just fixed some bugs, really. So I didn't cover it on my channel because I didn't think it was big enough to cover. I decided to combine it with the other one, which is 22W06A. I keep wanting to say 21, guys. I'm sorry. It's because of the fact that we've been at 21 for so long now. This one is actually apparently big. It really only changes like technical stuff. Like, it makes it so that, from what I understand, that you can make tags on everything. So, blocks, items, biomes, etc. You can make anything have a tag. I don't know what that means because I don't do like modding and data packing and commanding. But I think this is like super groundbreaking stuff. I'm pretty sure this is like absolutely insane as far as it goes. I don't understand it. I'm very sorry. Please go check out somebody who actually understands that kind of thing, because I only like play survival, and so neither of these snapshots have really done anything that affects me, so I'm not gonna be covering them on the channel, if that makes sense. So I am covering them just in this like mini video. And we also got a lot of Bedrock betas over the past week. Mojang has been going literally insane on Bedrock Edition, as far as I've heard. They posted like 4 betas in 2 weeks. It's kind of ridiculous. The most prominent thing in those are frogs. They've been doing a lot of tweaking and work with frogs and the sounds of frogs and all the stuff that has to do with frogs. I don't play Bedrock on this channel, which is why I'm just doing a recap video instead of actually doing designated videos for those. So, as far as I can understand, the Bedrock betas have had frog changes that just tweak frogs, make them cool. They frog spawn instead of frog eggs. I think they changed the name of that. Nothing super groundbreaking was added, although there is now an animation and a cooldown on the hotbar for the goat horn item when you use it. And this is making me think, and definitely others in the community too, that maybe the goat horn will end up being in 1.19 instead of being pushed off till 1.20 or later. I think that would be super, super cool, and I'm actually going to talk a little bit about that more later. So yeah, that's basically the coolest thing that's been going on in Bedrock betas. On Twitter, Mojang has been absolutely blowing up Twitter also. There's been like 50 million things, though I'm not going to show any of them because I don't do Twitter. But they talked about trap. There's a picture. We saw half a pixel of a trap door that wasn't a normal trap door. It was a new wood type trap door, and that would either be acacia wood, not acacia wood, azalea wood, or mangrove wood from the azalea tree, which still has oak wood on it, or the mangrove tree, which is going to be coming in the 1.19 update. We don't really know which one it is, but we know that the devs are working on a new trapdoor type at the moment. We also got a screenshot from somebody who's looking through the game files and found something about the bundles. So it's possible that the bundles, along with the goat horn, could come in 1.19, which I think that would be absolutely awesome. But it's not confirmed. That part, that was not from the devs. That was just in the coding somewhere. I don't remember if it was on Bedrock or Java. In the coding somewhere in Minecraft, they found a reference to the bundle that like wasn't there before, I'm pretty sure. And so like, okay, maybe Mojang is working on bundles. Maybe they're going to try to get that out in 1.19. But again, we don't know this. It's all speculation. There's also Minecraft Now, which I'm just going to cover real quick. There really not much happened in there. All that really happened was they just walked around and looked at some frogs and talked a little bit about the development of the frogs. But here on my very survival-centered channel, I don't really care as much about how stuff is developed. I think it is cool in certain cases, but they didn't really cover anything too big, and they didn't tell us anything about like what's coming or any sneak peeks or anything. So I'm not really. It's not. I mean, it's cool to watch it and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's not something I think is super like important to cover on this channel, so I'm not going to do it. If you want to know what happened, other people covered it on their channels, or you could just actually watch the video. It wasn't very long. If you're bored, you could just like put it on 2x speed or something. But anyways, you might be wondering, why on earth is Mojang going so above and beyond right now? They didn't do this with the Caves and Cliffs update. Why are they like going absolutely insane on Twitter and Bedrock and all that stuff right now? And I'd like to give you an analogy. So this is Mojang, and this is the Minecraft community, and it is also currently October 2020 at Minecraft Live. Now, Minecraft Live 2020, Mojang told us so much. They literally told us that we were going to get cave generation, cave biomes. I think 3 cave biomes they confirmed in Minecraft Live. They also told us we were going to get mountain generation and goats and goat horn and bundle and archaeology. And then later they kind of realized, oh gosh, we can't actually deliver on all these things, because then like they took mountain generation and revamped all generation, and they just realized we can't. And they also promised us that we were going to get it in like a year from when they told us that. And so then when that was approaching and they had got not even half of the content they wanted to do done, they just said, okay, we're going to split the update in 2. Caves and Cliffs Part 1, Caves and Cliffs Part 2. We all know it. So what they did is they over-promised and then they under-delivered. They promised us so much stuff and then they didn't give it all to us. And I bet you they feel really bad about that, because, you know, you wouldn't want to tell somebody they were getting something and then just deny them the pleasure. So this time with the 1.19 Wild update, they decided to under-promise, and then if they wanted to, they could over-deliver, but they could also just normal deliver, and the community would be happy. So they promised us frogs, and they promised us the Deep Dark, which they've already been working on the Deep Dark. And they maybe promised us Birch Forest, but we don't. They could go back on that easily, because they didn't actually say anything about that. And so they promised like a few small things, and now they're kind of realizing, okay, we have time. We're not as stressed as we were 2 years ago. So now they're being able to over deliver. They're being able to push out more and more content, and I think that's just absolutely awesome. There's also Minecraft Now, which I'm just going to cover real quick. There really not much happened in there. All that really happened was they just walked around and looked at some frogs and talked a little bit about the development of the frogs. But here on my very survival-centered channel, I don't really care as much about how stuff is developed. I think it is cool in certain cases, but they didn't really cover anything too big, and they didn't tell us anything about like what's coming or any sneak peeks or anything. So I'm not really. It's not. I mean, it's cool to watch it and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's not something I think is super like important to cover on this channel, so I'm not going to do it. If you want to know what happened, other people covered it on their channels, or you could just actually watch the video. It wasn't very long. If you're bored, you could just like put it on 2x speed or something. But anyways, but yeah, that's basically all as far as the past couple of weeks on Minecraft. So now for some channel news. If you don't care about channel news, then click off the video now. Now is your time. But if you do care about channel news, then this is important. So last week I did not post very much at all. I was able to post like once last week on Friday because I was sick. It was sad. I was bedridden. I was not recording videos. And right now I'm actually working on a very large series of content that I'm trying to pump out. So I'm really trying to grind out recording for that. So I'm probably going to be uploading less frequently for the next week and a half or so. And then I should be able to come back probably even more than normal, because I'll be able to post that new series that I'm working on making right now. So that's just some channel news. I thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. It was a bit of a laid back, chill episode today, but I appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.